What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and we're getting word that President Joe Biden has announced today that he's going to be trying to help out to bring down the prices. As we're hearing, a recession is hitting right now, that it's 100% likely by the year 2023. We've got supply chain issues. I just let you know in my last video that we've gotten word that there's going to be a new wave of the pandemic hitting the United States within the next 2 to 3 weeks, and they're saying throughout the winter, things are going to be very difficult. People are going to need more assistance, more help. Wait till you see the video footage and the articles I've got coming out for you guys. This is your breaking news, stimulus check update, and stimulus package update. Now, you're going to be seeing what the president is going to be doing, but let me know your thoughts. More stimulus provisions. We're hearing legislation coming after midterms, and also what about executive actions for stimulus checks? Well, here is what the president has announced today. Take a look, you guys. Biden to announce emergency oil sales to prevent price spikes. Now, the article says U.S. President Joe Biden will announce a plan on Wednesday today to sell off the last portion of his release from the nation's emergency oil reserve by the year's end and detail a strategy to refill and stockpile when prices drop, the administration officials have said. Here's another one. Biden announces the release of up to 15 million barrels of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Biden to release 15 million barrels of strategic reserves in an effort to tamp down the gas prices. And Biden's energy advisors say the administration will authorize additional oil releases if necessary. And they're saying they're going to send this out to try to help out. And this is in response to what happened with OPEC cutting off oil supply. And take a look at this, you guys. Biden administration, they had known about this, and they asked Saudi Arabia to postpone the OPEC decision by a month. Dropping down to the second bullet point, it says, notably, Biden's request would have delayed the decision until after the U.S. midterm elections, saying that they had heard that this was happening. They just wanted to delay it till after midterms, which are upon us, about 3 weeks away. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. The way things are unfolding with our economy, which is the top #1 concern of Americans right now, it's not looking too good for those that are in power, which is the Democrats. They're in full control of the House, the Senate, the presidency, and we're hearing a red wave is very likely going to be coming here very soon. Now, as I mentioned, I've got some video footage to give you more details. We're going to dive right in. But before we do, if you could do me a quick favor, if you appreciate the updates, keeping you up to speed on everything, don't forget, just very quickly, smash that like button for me. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm a ton. Thank you so much. Leave comments. Share this out. If this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date, it's free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. Check out my second channel. More content coming on Steve Ram Finance. And also, you guys, www.reliefroadmap.com for the comprehensive list of literally every stimulus check in the nation on every level, states, cities, counties. You won't find anything like this anywhere else. I assembled it personally for the last 3 months, sometimes spending sleepless nights putting together all the websites, all the information, phone numbers, contact details for you, all in one place at www.reliefroadmap.com. That is available for you as well. But with that being said, you guys, let's take a look at this. This is being announced today. The president is going to be releasing this to try to help bring down those gas prices, but we're hearing it's not going to be enough and it's not going to be in time. Take a look at this video footage.
Today, President Biden is expected to authorize the release of 15 million barrels of oil from the nation's emergency stockpile in an attempt to bring down gas prices. It will mark the last of the 180 million barrels Biden previously pledged to release.
Definitely, more supply could lead to cheaper gas prices.
But critics say the 15 million barrels is a drop in the bucket, considering the U.S. consumes about 20 million barrels per day.
More supply is always better for gas prices, but we're just going to have to see what happens with demand and also with crude oil prices.
Although Biden is making the announcement today, the 15 million barrels will not be released until December. The president also doubling down on another big issue, promising that Democrats will pass a federal law protecting abortion rights if they win at the polls next month.
The first bill that I will send to the Congress will be to codify Roe v. Wade. And when Congress passes it, I'll sign it.
Abortion rights and the economy were front and center in Florida last night as Senator Marco Rubio faced off against his Democratic challenger, Congresswoman Val Demings.
I believe that innocent human life is worthy of the protection of our laws. That said, Every bill I've ever sponsored on abortion, every bill I've ever voted for has exceptions.
What we know is that the senator supports no exceptions. He can make his mouth say anything today. He's good at that, by the way.
Meanwhile, in Pennsylvania, polls show the Senate race between Republican Mehmet Oz and Democrat John Fetterman is tightening. Fetterman recently returning to the campaign trail after suffering a stroke. Both he and Oz refused to take questions from reporters ahead of their debate next week.
Dr. Oz? Thank you. Dr. Oz, will you answer questions, Dr. Oz?
And back to President Biden's announcement today. He's also expected to go after the oil companies, accusing them of price gouging at a time of record profits.
So there you have it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, is this going to be enough and right before midterm elections, or should the president do something like this? Take a look. This is how much money you'll get from the California gas rebate. As gas stimulus checks, they're going out in the state of California. And take a look at this, you guys. ICYMI, Consumer Watchdog, calls for windfall profits tax, citing record oil profits and price gouging. And again, this is in California, Governor Gavin Newsom. Consumer Watchdogs, a nonpartisan advocacy group for the American consumers, published a report last week showing the need for a windfall profits tax on California's oil companies to bring gas prices back under control and put money back into consumers' pockets. And they're saying that they are price gouging at this time, like we heard that President Joe Biden is going to be announcing today. And they're saying this has got to stop. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, you guys. Do you think that's the issue? Do you think that the president should take it a step further and try to issue out some form of gas stimulus checks? Keep in mind, I've been watching for you guys the pandemic money tracker. We still have $500 billion on a federal level that could go out from previous stimulus packages. No new spending, no new money, no new debt, just money sitting there from before that was supposed to be distributed out that has not been sent out to the American people. Literally could be reallocated, distributed, and sent via executive order like we've seen in the past. Former President Donald Trump did this with the unemployment benefits on a federal level. He did this through the LWA program, Lost Wages Assistance, took existing FEMA funds, reallocated it, distributed out for an additional 3 to 6 weeks of that boost of $300 per week all across the nation. People are saying something like that could happen with stimulus checks since we've got record high gas prices, a recession on the way, a new wave of the pandemic coming. People are still hurting, still need help, you guys. Now, we will see, and whatever unfolds, I'll be sure to keep you up to date. But let me know your thoughts. Should there be gas stimulus checks? Just a fourth stimulus check, since that was one of the promises made during the campaigns, $2,000. Let me know your thoughts. But whatever unfolds, I'll be sure to let you guys know and keep you up to date here on the channel. But you guys, that is the latest. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second, smash that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. Check out my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth, personal finance, and also, you guys, www.reliefroadmap.com to access the comprehensive list of every stimulus check in the nation, literally over 100 different programs that I've personally assembled all in one place for you to easily access and contact and get any help that you can, anything that's available. No guarantee that there's anything in your specific area, but at least you have the comfort of knowing that you have all the information in one place at www.reliefroadmap.com. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'll keep you up to date on whatever unfolds. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.